Oh, no.
Okay. And then drop off.
Did you get ready for the other one? 'Cause mine was. It's actually new, right? Cause I didn't take the video last time, that was somebody else. Sorry.
It's okay. Alright. Do we really need art, music, and physical education in elementary schools? Even though my 3 children attended the same school that I have now worked for the past 29 years, I never really thought about it until I was asked to fill a position 3 years ago of creative dramatics teacher. I realize that many of you don't have children yet. Some of you do have elementary children. I don't think anybody in here has got grandchildren like I do in every level of school except for junior high. My train of thought started down this track when I realized that we have several ball coaches in our county system, but only one teacher per 5, we have 5 schools, and there's only one teacher at each school that teaches art, music, and drama. And it doesn't seem fair, and I wanted to know why. How many of you played sports in school? How many of you were in music class or band or choir? Okay, my art training was 1st grade easel in the back of the room. My music was 7th grade choir and 6 weeks of band, all of which I regret not taking up later, but anyway, that's what I had. But what if those classes had been eliminated from your school? What if you didn't have that chance to take those classes? What effect would it have had on you? I'm here today to prove that all those classes have a profound effect on every student involved, starting at the elementary level. Let's start with the area nearest and dearest to my heart, which is art. I think we would all agree that art class provides an outlet for us to express ourselves in many ways. According to Rachel Reese's report and others, art is a great way to channel the negative energy that we sometimes have. A study by the National Endowment showed that earning art credits was an incentive to graduate among the low-income students. Sandra Reeves says that many fine motor skills are developed when kids squeeze the blue bottles, pick up a paintbrush, when they use a pencil to draw, when they use scissors to cut the paper, finger paint, use their fingers. They develop all kinds of fine motor skills. They learn about color, shape, designs, and patterns and size. Windsor Kincaid says that right-brained students build self-confidence and find personal fulfillment. She feels like that art levels the playing field for most kids because, like in sports, you have to be a certain size or a certain build or certain, abilities. But in art, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter where you came from, how much ability you have, how big you are, how small you are. Everybody can do something, some kind of art. Kids also learn respect and acceptance of others through art. Children can learn that there is more than one solution to a problem and more than one answer to a question. Laura Lewis Brown found several benefits of the music class. Children use their eyes, their ears, their large and small muscles. It helps with language development, decoding words and sounds. Music has been shown to help develop the left side of the brain, so now we have both sides of our brain covered. Music can help kids visualize elements that should go together, just like they would in math. So music helps with your math skills. Music helps us to learn about ourselves and others, other cultures, and other traditions. In Sandra Reeves' report, she says one benefit of music is learning to recognize rhymes, which is critical to phonological awareness. Music also has a way of affecting us emotionally. It can energize us, calm us, soothe us, uplift us. Music helps students with their reasoning skills and critical thinking skills, which also helps in math. Playing an instrument gives students a sense of accomplishment and boosts their confidence, says Reese. And my instrument that I played for 6 weeks was the clarinet. Janice Sosnowski says that according to the National Association for Sport and Physical Education, self-discipline, judgment, and goal-setting skills are increased through physical activity. Peer relationships are strengthened through PE, along with a reduction in stress. Self-confidence and self-esteem can also be strengthened through PE and sports. Rachel Reese says that PE is a good way to relieve tension and express creativity. Do y'all remember making up new games in elementary school with your friends during recess? Our game in the 3rd grade in Memphis was King of the Hill. We had this big stump, and the boys went to the stump, and we said go, and they took off running. The girls chased them, and then vice versa. I was Queen of the Hill. I was fast then. not anymore. But anyway, a lack of physical activity can lead to more stress and disease, which means, of course, an unhealthy society. So we need PE to help maintain our physical well-being. It's also a good source of motivation and accomplishment. Sandra Uri thinks that movement, which was actually in an article about music, but it holds true for PE too. It can not only improve a child's rhythm and beat as in music, but also helps with coordination, motor control, and balance. They learn math skills such as counting, patterns, direction. They learn their right from their left. In conclusion, Schroeder-Ark quoted Arne Duncan, who is the U.S. Secretary of Education, as saying, "The arts can no longer be treated as a frill. Arts education is essential to stimulating the creativity and innovation that will prove critical for young Americans competing in a global economy." I added PE also to that list. According to Talia Hawkins, the arts, and again I add PE, are a form of inspiration and expression, especially to high-risk students. Windsor Kincaid thinks art programs create a ripple effect that can touch every corner of a child's world. But the statement I liked best was from Chuck Corbin, who said, "Perhaps most important of all is the fact that art, music, and physical education are important to the education of the whole child. The head does not come to school by itself. The body does not come to school by itself. One part of the brain does not come to school by itself. The whole child comes to school. For a child to be well-rounded, fully functioning, contributing member of society, they need to be taught other things besides the big four, which is reading, science, history, and math. They need a creative outlet so that their positive energy can be channeled into something meaningful and worthwhile for them." So my answer is yes, performing arts and PE need to be taught in school at the beginning at the elementary level.